Hello, how are you all doing? I hope you're all well. I've got a couple of things to get into, so let's just get right into it. I am Darren Young, the Scotch Sonnet. So first things first, I'm going to taste a little bit of Gran Lujito Chipotle chili paste that I picked up in Tesco. I'll try and bring it into the camera a little bit so you can see. There we go. Quite curious to see what this tastes like. It's got a blend of Mexican chilies, of which chipotle are 7%, sunflower oil, onions, dark agave nectar, balsamic vinegar, garlic, spirit vinegar, salt and spices. So kind of curious to see how that tastes. I will open this up, give it a smell. It smells nice. It's got a really sort of smoky, barbecue-y kind of smell to it. It's really quite tasty. Okay. And of course, if I'm going to taste something, I might as well use my Chase to Eat spoon. Courtesy of, what was it, johnnyscoville.com, I think it is. So let's just try a little piece of this. Very nice, very nice. It's got a nice little kick to it. Tastes exactly as it smells. Nice consistency. I mean, it is a paste after all. Yeah, I can see me putting this on loads of things. Is it fajitas, steaks, marinated into chicken? Definitely going to put it on chicken. It's very, very nice. Very nice. I'll put the lid back on this for now. And we'll put it aside. Now, I will wash my spoon, but I'm not getting up right now. So I will just lay it aside for a moment. Right, next thing's next, on to the main event. So, children of the chilies, let's have a blast. This all could end really quite fast. Going to try pure capsaicin, a scorching sensation? Or will I feel like I have just been tear gassed? Let's find out, eh? So, we'll bring up the bit of kitchen roll. I'm going to put it into this jar of tincture that I've made. This is my first ever tincture that I made. It's ghost pepper, habanero, Scotch bonnet, bird's eye chilies, cranberry and ginger. And I made it using a 63% proof, 63% alcohol rum that I managed to pick up in the supermarket. Anything more than that would require some online ordering, and at that point I wasn't prepared to do that to try this out for the first time. So it's turned out quite well so far, but as my tolerance is building, it's becoming a little bit mild. So we'll put this down here and move that aside. Right there, that'll do. I'll bring my little bottle so we can have maybe a try of that, but I'm not sure if the capsaicin that I'm going to put in it is going to dissolve in time for that. Take this out here, a little biohazard bag that it came in. Also came in a little display case. Lots of warnings all over the website that you shouldn't actually be using this, but they say that about most things these days that we choose to eat as chili heads. So you know, so there it is there in its case. I shall open this up. Before I go any further, I'm going to be very, very careful. Yeah, it's still in the frame, good. Right, I'll get some gloves on. Never easy, so bear with me for a good couple of minutes while I get the gloves on. Never easy to get gloves on when you've got permanently sweaty hands, you know. Thankfully my lovely wife can see past that. Because, you know, we all know how sexy clammy hands are. Oh dear. Right, there we go, there's one glove. Perhaps I should have put the gloves on first. And then pressed record. But hey ho. We could always break to have a little word from my sponsor. But I don't have any sponsors, so that's not an option. Maybe 1.5 gloves will be just fine. This isn't just because of the camera, by the way. This is every single time I put these things on. I end up doing this. No matter what the use is. I would say close enough, but I really don't want the big floppy bits at the end of my fingers. That could cause me problems. I definitely don't want to spill this stuff anywhere. Because this is usually right where my son sits to eat his dinner. So I really need to make sure I don't spill capsaicin crystals all over the place. Oh. Okay, almost there, almost there. Close enough, close enough. Right, now, next question before we go any further. Does anybody know what this is? Put it up to the camera there. I don't know if you can really see it. There we go. Now, if you do know what that is, don't worry. It has been thoroughly disinfected and cleaned before I choose to put it anywhere near my mouth. And if you don't know what it is, don't worry about it, but I'll let you know it's an ear scoop. So isn't that disgusting? But like I say, it's been well cleaned, so it all should be well. Now for the part I've clearly been delaying on, trying to put off, let's open up the capsaicin crystals. I'm going to put the jar aside a little bit just so this is... See, a good thing I did because I just knocked that over. Right, so 16 million SHU pure capsaicin powder. It looks more like a powder. It's also a good idea to have a taste before I pour it into my tincture because, you know, if it turns out to not be what it says on the tin, then I'd rather not pour it in there. But, well, here we go. So, I'll let you have a little look, just very carefully. You can see there's all powder in there. It's quite full up to the top. I'll try and bring my hand in behind again so you can actually see that. No, you're not seeing it at all. No, it still wants to focus on me. Yep, never mind. Never mind. You can see there's something in there. So, let's get this. I'm not going mad. This really is a tiny, tiny amount that I'm going to do. I'm going to very carefully put this down and lift up the lid. And put the lid back on again, just in case I freak out and everything goes everywhere. So, take another shot a little close up so you can see. Like I say, very, very small amount there, very small amount, not going mad. I just want to give it a little try because I'm a bit curious, a bit nervous, but a bit curious. So, well, here we go. Now, I'm expecting a delay, obviously, because it's capsaicin, but... Well, here it comes. Here it comes. It's going to build, of course. No flavour. I just swallowed. Very, very glad I didn't breathe in when I swallowed there, because that would have been pretty much like tear gas. Still building. It's I've still got a little chilli seed in my teeth from the paste earlier, but it's hot. It's not crazy hot. But then I know maybe needs to be put into the alcohol to really help it activate or whatever. Yeah, I'm going to keep feeling that burn for a little while, I think. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, no flavour whatsoever. It's just pure heat, but that's to be expected. That's exactly what I thought would happen. Still building. I think I'm going to be fine. I really do. I think I'm going to be fine. It's hot, but it was a very tiny amount. Of course, every time I breathe in, it's coming off my tongue. So we'll just breathe through our nose for the minute, I think. Just breathe through the nose. Right, put this aside. So, what do you think? How much should I put into here? And quite a bit of tincture. Oh, it's made my nose itch, which is sometimes what happens with chilies for me. It makes my nose itch. Yeah, it's definitely hot. I'm glad I didn't tip the whole tube into my mouth, that's for sure. So, we'll open the tincture up. Have a little smell of that. Still smells, there's a bit of still a rum edge to that, and the rum that I used has a sort of banana, a banana smell to it, which I did a little bit of research on because there's no banana in it, but has something to do with how it's brewed. Or how it comes to be what it is, esters in it or something like that. I didn't quite read too much into it, but enough to understand that there was a reason for it to be banana smelling. And even with everything else that went into it, on top of the very strong peppery kind of flavour this thing has, it's still a bit banana-y, which is nice. Right, so try not to cough all over the capsaicin crystals, that would be a bad idea, eh? Spread them about the place. So, all of it? Yeah, all of it. Why not all of it? I think I've got it all. Well, I'm glad I'm wearing the gloves because I just got a little bit on the gloves. I don't think that's it. Oh no. That's it. Breathing in the fumes of that and having the capsaicin crystal still in my mouth is quite something. Well, I've got my wee tear going. Always a wee tear when I do something spicy. I'll just get the stuff out the lid. There's a little bit in the lid as well, so don't want to waste any of it. I bought this from the chili pepper company, by the way, based in the UK. Thanks to them for delivering this. I did pay for it, but thanks to them for doing their part. I'm glad I was able to get this somewhere. Also quite glad I wasn't able to buy it in bigger quantities because I might have. So I'm going to close the lid on this now. I'll give it a little swirl. And like I say, it looks like it's pretty much dissolved already. I mean, this is, like I say, it's quite a lot of alcohol in content, so it's not crazy. It's not like 190 proof. I think 63% alcohol equates to, what would that be, 126 proof. So I know you can get far more than that with it. What is it called? Everclear. I have since checked, and you can buy Everclear in this country, but I'm not too sure about the flavour of it. I've seen plenty of reviews saying that it can be quite harsh, so quite happy I chose the rum. Being Scottish, I would have chose whiskey, but the best I could get for that would have been 43%. I think most whiskies aren't that crazy high on alcohol content. Really good flavour though. If you get a good one, a nice smoky peaty whiskey, that's lovely. Lagavulin, yum yum. I don't drink a lot or very often, but if I ever do have a wee dram, that's my preferred choice. I'll give it a shake as well, yeah? I'll give it a shake. Right, I'll let the little air bubbles clear. I'm going to be a bit hesitant to open this jar again because I know fine well it's going to drip, but I do have the kitchen. I'll use the bit that had a wipe to spoon on as well, just in case. You don't want to get things everywhere. I've already got some rum on the... Already got some of my tincture on the table, so good job, eh? Right. I see a difference. Now is that... Not sure if it's all just sitting on the surface. I did try to do some research, but to be honest it was kind of half-hearted about how long it takes for it to fully dissolve, but well, I guess we'll find out. And my mouth's back to normal now. Still got a little bit of throat burn, but it's not crazy. I must have licked my lip on this side at some point because I've got a little bit of that. It almost touched my face there. I don't think I've got anything on my fingers, but I really don't want to touch my face right now. Right, I'll let that settle, and then we'll see what happens. Just let the little air bubbles on the top just disappear. I'm not sure if you can really see them from the... I mean, even if I tip the jar, it's going to stay level. It's a liquid, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's dissolved, so I'm not going to fill my bottle up right now. It's actually empty. I made sure it was empty before I did this. But I should give it a try. Oh, there it is, dripping already. Yeah, as expected. So this won't be a full Robbie or anything. I just want to try and see what it's like. I'm assuming it's going to be very potent now, but we'll see. So like I say, I'm not going for any kind of full Robbie or anything. That would be insanity after just adding something like this to it, but we'll see how it goes. A couple of drips first. A couple of drips first. Oh yeah, that's made a difference. Oh yeah, that's made a difference. Yes, my tincture's gotten a fair bit stronger than it was. I had a kick before. Now it's there's the capsaicin building now. I'm assuming that's a little bit of extra dimension to it. Wow. Well, looking forward to Tincture Tuesday. That'll be fun. I really don't want to empty that back in there, but... in for a penny, in for a pound, eh? Okay, success! Yeah, my mouth is on fire. I don't usually get much throat burn. I'm getting some. But yeah, my mouth, all over my mouth, and I've licked my lips again, I think, because they're now on fire too. And there's it's coming, it's going up, it's going up. Oof. I don't feel like I'm in trouble, but like I say, I'm looking forward to Tincture Tuesday. So I'm going to put the lid back on this now before I keep breathing it. There we go. Sealed up. I'll put this aside. Put the dropper back in the thing while my mouth is still getting hotter. Wow. yeah, I think this was a success. I'll do a wet wipe as well later. I won't do that now, but I will wet wipe as well. Yeah, I think I've achieved what I wanted to achieve with that. Okay, so while my mouth burns and I lay my arms onto the tincture covered table, I will just say thank you all for watching. Not really going to give much in the way of shout outs this time. I'm just going to say I love you all. You're all amazing people, and let's just keep the journey going, eh? And yeah, I think my mouth's going to be burning for a fair long while now. Good. So I guess I'll see you all next time.